You already know what the lesson is. I'm gonna try to read through. Oh, I gotta have a pencil to fill in the blanks. Let me see if I can find one over here. I think I got one in here. Yeah, we're dealing with the cosmetic struggle. I'm going through 32 of those lessons. Okay, let's put my glasses on and let's see what we can learn here. What I can learn. Well, what we can learn, because when people click on the video, okay, the cosmetic warfare in Daniel. Cosmetic warfare in Daniel. It sounds like, okay, I think I read all this in. In order to understand any book, one needs to ascertain, first of all, what is the main theme of the book, what the book is trying to reveal. In this lesson, we will draw aside the curtain and see that the central theme of the book of Daniel is the cosmetic drama being played in ancient Babylon. What happened there is symbolic of the final great conflict which the prophecy of Daniel point out will take place in the end time, as lesson one revealed. The stories of the book of Daniel uh, and dramatize what the prophecies are predicting. What happened to God's people in ancient Babylon is a foretaste of what will happen to God's people in the end of the at God's people in the time of the end. Just as cosmetic forces were at work against God's people in the time of ancient Babylon, so in the last days there are cosmetic forces at work seeking to destroy those who are faithful to Jesus Christ. Those are the people is the Israelites, because it just spoke it specified even in this lesson who went into captivity. So it's only one nation of people went into captivity. So outside of that, how is it that everybody's chosen, and how is it that uh, God loves everybody if He only got one chosen people? It's like saying if you got 5 pair of shoes in your closet, out of all the 5 pairs of shoes and clothes in your closet, I'm pretty sure you have a favorite tank top, and your hat, and your shorts, and your socks. I'm pretty sure that there's, out of all them 5 uh, outfits you got, there's only maybe one that may be your favorite one above all of the other ones, that you know you'll wear more than any of the ones that you got. You like them all, but that favorite one is the one that you cherishes, and you're going to cherish that more. You're going to spend more time with something that you love, you know? So talk to me in the comment section. But the point I'm making is, how can you love all of them? Can't be your favorite. More than likely, what's the common analogy today? What's the common knowledge today? Everybody have a favorite thing that they love eating or drinking. If it ain't one thing, it's something. It's something. You have a favorite thing that you like doing, just like you have your favorite show. So it's only one nation of people went into captivity. So how is it that all people gonna fit into that? Because I know some people gonna say, "Oh well, the Jews rejected him, and then God opened up the door for the Gentiles, and whatever." I would say, God don't change His mind. As the book of Daniel opens, who appeared to be defeated? Daniel 1:1 and 2. King of Judah. and God's people. As the book of Daniel opens, who appeared to be defeated in the book of Daniel 1 1 and 2? King of Judah and God's people. Note, the book of Daniel opens with a tremendous defeat for God's people. Jehoiakim, the king of Judah, is delivered unto the hands of King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon, and the people of God are taken into captivity, assuring that it appears that the evil Babylonians are winning in the struggle with God's people. In the world today, evil seems evil often seems to triumph and good seems defeated. Daniel reminds us that the same seem the same seem truth in his day also. What will ultimately happen to God's people according to Daniel chapter 12 and 1? God's people will be delivered. According to Daniel 12 and 1, God's people will be delivered. Note, while the book of Daniel begins in apparent defeat for the people of God, you know, the it ends with a complete victory for God's people, who will ultimately be delivered, while the book of Daniel reveals a cosmetic drama. And I'm falling asleep on this thing, man. It says, while the book of Daniel reveals a cosmetic drama between the forces of good and evil, it reveals that in the good will triumph and God's people will be victorious. The mighty delivering of the book of Daniel. The theme of the book of Daniel is the cosmetic struggle between the forces of good and evil. In any warfare, there is a valley and a deliverance. Christ observed his people from cosmetic struggles going on in ancient Babylon. So he will be the final great deliverer, the deliverer of God's people. You know, notice how the book of Daniel present Christ as the mighty deliverer of God's people. Okay, after Nebuchadnezzar cast Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego into the fiery furnace, how many people did he see in the fire? Daniel 3 and verse 25. 4. That's an easy question. I can put FOUR 4. I'm going to put FOUR 4. 4 men loose. And then I put the number 4. 4. All right, that was very easy. Anybody can do that, even a 5-year-old. Note, while Nebuchadnezzar had only 3 men cast into the fire, he now sees a fourth one. He now sees a fourth one walking with the 3. And the fourth one is Yahushua. So this is a lesson I can learn from this here. When we going through something, I guess that's what it's trying to tell me. Hey, No matter what you're going through, even when you think I'm not there, everybody else has done turned it back on you. I'm there. All right. Who is the fourth one who sees, who walks through the fire with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? Yeah. So you know what? Every time I get ready to read, it seems like the enemy. I don't know. You don't like you to read nothing. You know what I'm saying? And look like when you be trying to. I tell you what. I get up in the morning and I'm gonna go over this here. Who is the fourth one? Who is the fourth one who walks through the fire with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? Daniel 3:25. The fourth is like the Son of God. The Son of God. S-O-N. That's easy. S-O-N. Son of God. No, no. What revelation of God as his servants go through the fiery furnace? The Son of God goes through the fire with them. Here is a tremendous picture of Jesus. He came to deliver his people in the midst of their fiery trials. Jesus is the deliverer of God's people. Yeah. So we're gonna get off into some deeper stuff, and that's what I'm aiming to do. Yeah, we got all these. Hold on, it's a whole 32 set. Yeah, I'm very familiar with that Roman numerals and the numbers and vicarious filii dei. One stands for the uh, vicarious, filii, vicarious, Christ's victory. I think that's what it's saying. It's supposed to represent his victory. But yeah, we got a lot. By the time I can go through them, I feel like I really went through the lessons because there's so many questions, so many. It's got a lot. It's got over 100. It's over 100 and some answers in here. It really answers the Bible. Now, I don't agree. Probably may not everything in there, but probably most of it, because a lot of it is dealing with the Sabbath change. When we get into that part, I'll be able to break that part down. So let me go ahead and turn this live. The cosmetic warfare in Daniel 2. That's the title of the video.